Today we're continuing through our nutrition series called What Should a Football Player Eat in a Day? Now, before we dive in to this episode, 84% of you actually watch this channel frequently and do not subscribe. Now, if these videos are helpful for you, can you please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button below, because the bigger the channel gets, the bigger clubs and bigger players we can work with, and in turn provide better strategies for you as a footballer. Now, last time we discussed matchday nutrition, from the preparation leading up to the game until the post-match routine. And today we're going to share tips and tricks for continuing that post-match nutrition strategies, because the recovery process is super vital. Now, we're covering not only matchday plus 1, which is the day after match, but also the days after it, matchday plus 2, plus 3, and so on. So let's see why they are so important. Now, before we start revealing the secrets, let's just quickly remind ourselves why it's important to have a different meal on the days after the match. We've talked about the importance of matchday nutrition in our previous episode, but if you haven't seen it yet, I strongly recommend you do before watching this one. Now, your nutrition choices on match day can be what either makes or breaks your performance, particularly in terms of your stamina. So now let's talk about the post-match period, where the focus shifts to recovery predominantly. Now, after the game, your body needs to repair and restore what it's lost during that game. And the one thing that stands out that's actually really challenging for a lot of footballers is that glycogen replenishment. In other words, carbs. Now, studies have shown that during the game, football players can use anywhere between 50 to 80% of their muscle glycogen. And in other sports, glycogen can be restored fast and relatively easier. However, that's not the case in football, because footballers have specific movements that include sprinting, jumping, and even collisions. Their muscles suffer a lot more stress that results in muscle soreness and ultimately slower glycogen restoration. So here's your game plan to effective recovery. You need to follow a similar plan to the matchday -1, which is a high carbohydrate diet with quality protein. Aim to intake about 6 to 8 grams of carbs per kilogram of body weight on matchday +1. This will provide your body with the fuel that it needs to rebuild those glycogen stores. And your protein intake should be just as important. You should aim for 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight, and try and do that every 3 to 4 hours. This helps repair and build your muscles, which is crucial for a faster recovery. So if you're wondering what to eat, here are your best choices. Choose complex carbs like potatoes, sweet potatoes, white rice, fruits. Just think roots and fruits. Also, drinking fresh fruit juices is like a good way to add extra carbs into your diet fairly easily. Now, for protein, go for high quality options like lean chicken, fish. Salmon is a great choice because of some anti-inflammatory ingredients. But here's the real kicker. You want to restore your glycogen stores as fast as possible. And you should do this for the next 48 to 72 hours after the game. This is especially important if you've got another match maybe 2 to 3 days after the previous match. Now, if you watched our previous episode, you know that you can speed up your glycogen restoration by adding creatine into a recovery procedure on match day, and do this on every day after. But since glycogen levels drop down fast, this high carb diet is a must on match day +1 and the following days, even if you have a small gap in between your games. So if you missed our other matchday -1 or even matchday episodes, you can find them right here on our channel, as well as our other videos. Now, if you want to hear even more about football nutrition, click the link below and get access to our free Football Nutrition Power Diet Masterclass. We've got a lot of useful tips for you there, and you can also get a match day and a custom nutrition plan that's approved by the world's best football nutritionists. So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and share and subscribe buttons, and comment below any topic of choice that you want us to cover in our next episode, so we can make sure we do that for you and help you achieve your dreams of playing at the highest level. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.